Hello, my name's Chris, and I want to welcome you to BuzzOff's A World Without Malaria. Did you know that mosquitoes kill more people than any other creature alive on the earth today? This number must break God's heart because most of these deaths are in fact preventable and treatable. In this chapter, we'll examine mosquitoes and the mosquito life cycle. We're going to investigate the various stages of mosquito growth, and you'll learn about the environment mosquitoes need to live in so they can breed and multiply. We'll also look briefly at some of the diseases mosquitoes transmit to humans. Okay, open your manual to chapter 2 and follow along. Be sure to take notes. And a final reminder, you can activate subtitles if that makes things easier for you to understand. Enjoy.
Hi, my name is Ellen. Did you know mosquitoes carry diseases? The disease might be a virus, a bacteria, or a parasite. Malaria is a parasite carried by the Anopheles mosquito, whereas dengue fever is a virus spread by the Aedes mosquito. Malaria mosquitoes, the Anopheles, bite at night or in dark places like a thick forest. However, the dengue fever mosquitoes, the Aedes mosquito, bite during the day. An easy way to tell the Anopheles mosquito from other mosquitoes is that when it rests, it holds its body at 45 degrees. Now, all mosquitoes, regardless of the diseases that they can carry, have these 4 things in common. Firstly, they need water to breathe in. Second, they have 4 stages of development. Then third, the female mosquito needs to feed on blood in order to lay her eggs. And finally, mosquitoes spread diseases that can kill humans. The mosquito life cycle is very interesting and has 4 stages. Stage 1 is the egg stage. The female Anopheles mosquito lays approximately 70 to 200 eggs every few days. Each batch of eggs requires a blood meal in order for the young to be healthy. In warmer climates, these eggs hatch in 2 or 3 days. Generally speaking, an adult mosquito will live from 10 to 14 days. This means the female will have laid nearly 1,000 eggs during its small lifespan. Stage 2 is the larvae stage. After a few days, the eggs hatch into wigglers or larvae that swim around in the water and feed. They need to come to the surface to breathe, but go underwater when disturbed. The larvae grow in the water until they become pupae. The time taken for this to happen depends on the climate. In tropical climates, the larva stage can be completed in just 7 days. In cooler climates, this stage can take 2 to 4 weeks, or in some cases, even lasts all winter. Stage 3 is the pupa stage. Eventually, the larvae develop into a pupa. Inside the pupa, the new mosquito develops. Although it does not need to feed during this time, it does come to the surface to breathe. The pupa stage lasts 2 to 3 days in tropical climates, but longer in cooler climates. And then finally, stage 4, the adult stage. Eventually, the pupa comes to the surface, and the adult mosquito emerges from it. After waiting a few minutes for its wings to dry and harden, the adult mosquito then flies off to mate and find food. As mentioned earlier, an adult mosquito will live for around 1 to 2 weeks. See if you can recognize the 4 different stages of the mosquito life cycle in this short video. When a mosquito is born, it quickly mates. Mosquitoes only need to mate once. After it has mated, the female stores the male sperm and continues to fertilize more eggs with it over her lifespan. In order to make her eggs and have healthy young, the female mosquito needs a protein that is found in blood. Once she has bitten and digested her blood meal, she then finds some water in which to lay her eggs. If you have been bitten by a mosquito, it was a female. Male mosquitoes don't bite. Understanding the mosquito life cycle helps us to think of ways to reduce mosquito numbers and in turn reduce malaria infections of people. Think about the need of the female to obtain a blood meal. How can we reduce her ability to bite people at night? What can we do to minimize the places where she might lay her eggs? Or how can we stop the mosquito's growth during the various stages of its development? We will discuss this in more detail as we progress through the course. But in short, sleeping under a mosquito net is the #1 way to reduce malaria infections in your community. Utilizing natural predators such as fish or using safe chemicals to kill the mosquito during its growth stages is also an important part of the malaria prevention process. There are in fact over 3,500 species of malaria carried by mosquitoes that can infect animals and birds. But there are only 5 malaria species that can affect humans. The Anopheles mosquito feeds on human blood and transmits these 5 species. Mosquitoes are very widespread, occurring in all regions of the world except for Antarctica. In warm and humid tropical regions, they are active for the entire year, but in temperate regions, they hibernate over winter. Malaria is widespread and is present in tropical and subtropical regions in a broad band around the equator. This includes much of sub-Saharan Africa, Asia, and Latin America. You can see in this map that in all the blue-colored countries, malaria transmission is not known to be present. In the yellow countries, malaria transmission happens in some places. And in the orange countries, malaria transmission is everywhere. Different species of mosquito breed in different types of water conditions. For example, there are 3 particular species of Anopheles mosquito which are responsible for most malaria in Myanmar and Thailand. The first species breed in slow-flowing fresh water. The second in standing water, ranging from large lakes down to small dents in the ground that are holding water. And the third species breed in brackish water. The Aedes mosquito, which is responsible for dengue fever, prefers fresh rainwater to breed in. This water is often found in small amounts in places like upturned coconut shells, old tires, and even pooled in the leaves of plants. Another type of mosquito is the Culex mosquito. This one prefers to breed in polluted water. The Culex is also responsible for transmitting diseases, including most cases of filariasis. In Chapter 17, we discuss other mosquito-borne illnesses in more detail. But for now, I hope this short introduction to the mosquito life cycle has been helpful. Please watch the other presentations in A World Without Malaria, and for more information on malaria, the mosquito, and us. Bye for now! Water.